Hey guys, my name is Craig Hollis. I am the head coach at Orange 3 Fitness out in Cedar Mill, Oregon. Just heading to work right now. It's Sunday morning. It's been amazing. This is our first week back, kind of post COVID. So did some training the previous week, make sure all our staff is up to date, know all the procedures and operations, things like that. And Monday the 8th was our go-ahead, and it has been an outstanding week. We got to promote one of my coaches up that I've trained to be a personal trainer and coach within Orange Theory. She's now going to be the operationals manager, so she's working with all the sales and ops. I work on all the fitness side, so I can take control of the fitness operations and everything that goes within the studio on that side. And so with her being promoted and doing all the sales and management, our team's been down a coach, so we hired for that. And so we've just had some really long days trying to fill in the gaps where she used to coach, and the coach that I hired was going through a 4-day training kind of with our regional coach, and I'd help out with that. But the whole time I'm doing 75 hard. It's day 63 today, so I'm coming in hot on that finish line. But it has been one of the most challenging weeks that I have had yet. I've been up in between 1:45 a.m. and 2:30, 7 days this week, to make sure I got my workouts in the morning. Typically walking in the morning just because I kind of got to save my energy and make sure that I can coach to my fullest potential and give all of our clients everything that they need out of me, and then getting in a workout at another point of the day, whether it's riding my bike or taking an Orange Theory workout class. And man, getting the water in, getting all my protein in. Within about 2 weeks of 75 hard, I had to bump up my calories because the workouts were just draining me. So I'm having to get in over 200 grams of protein a day, and close to 300 carbs, and about 75 grams of fat every day, just to make sure my body's replenished. And it's been rough. There's definitely been some nights where I'm coming into the end of the day and having to drink, a quarter gallon of water before I go to sleep, along with some protein shakes, and it's been gnarly. But we were shut down for 2.5, almost 3 months, and I cannot tell you how happy I am to be back to work. This has been the fastest work week I've ever had, and I put in almost 70 hours. And then on top of that, getting all my workouts in. It's been nuts, Jake Arvold's been a big help to me. I've been chatting with him and, the other Legionnaires that he's been working with. We got a fun little team group chat and Facebook group and Instagram group, and so everybody's been keeping each other motivated. I think 4 out of the 6 of us that are in the group are all in 75 hard. One of the guys just completed it and sent a video of him eating a freaking donut. Freaking asshole. I can't wait to get my donut in here in about 2 weeks. I've been waiting on that donut life. But it's been amazing. 75 hard's been my game changer over this COVID. I started April 13th, and the first day of basically the spring sprint, started them both simultaneously, and it's been crazy. I'm a relatively small guy. I'm about 5'6", 5'7", and 155 to 160-ish pounds, and I've stayed about the same weight, but probably like 155 right now, and 75 hard just kind of shredded me up. It's amazing with the amount of calories that I'm now taking in, the amount of water I'm taking in, the amount of coffee I'm taking in on top of that, which is nuts, just to keep my ass awake. It's been nuts. It's absolutely crazy to see not just how my body's changed, but how my mind's changed along with it. And to be completely honest, I have never read a book cover to cover in my entire life. Like I went through 6 years of college, and I have never read a book cover to cover. How that happened, whatever. I listened good during lectures, and I was able to pass my classes. I wasn't the best student, but I figured it out. I had to work for it. And I have now read about 4.5 books, all about 300 to 350 pages. And I'm looking to finish. I'm on Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins right now, and I'm about 100 pages from finishing that, and I'm gonna start another one here real quick. And so I'll be over 5 books read by the end of this. And for me, that's one of my biggest accomplishments. Is I have had the hardest time even trying to read. Even as a little kid, I would see the words, and I couldn't do it. Like I would space out. I would follow the words all the way across the page. I would flip pages, and 20 minutes go by, and I have no idea what the fuck I just read. And that's what kind of made school a little bit harder for me. Is if I was trying to read something, it was almost like a waste of time. I couldn't comprehend a single page because I couldn't focus in on it. When I started up 75 Hard, I would actually take the time to read during my first workout of the day. I would ride my bicycle that I have set up on a trainer while I'm training. I train for Ironmans, so I have a little trainer in my house. I ride my bicycle. I would sit in my aero bars with a book in my hand, and I would just pedal away, focusing in on the words. Let my legs kind of do their thing, and then I would just try to read. And I'd shut the door in our second bedroom of our house where I have my bike set up, and just kind of be in my quiet space and in my comfortable space. That comfortable space being me working out and getting my sweat on. Like there's times where my pages are freaking soaked because I'm sweating while I'm reading, and that was comfortable for me. And my wife would say something or open up the door, and I would just get completely distracted. I couldn't focus, and as soon as I went back to put my head back in the book, it would take me a couple minutes, even solid minutes, to get back into it, because I would read the same paragraph like 5 times, and I just couldn't get back into it right away like a lot of people can. Like some people can just sit there on the couch with a book in their hand and have a conversation with you at the same time, and that was impossible to me. I couldn't do it. And I'm now currently going through my 5th book, and I was actually on my couch yesterday, and my wife was reading and I was reading yesterday morning, and having a little bit of conversation, and then I was still reading, and I was still comprehending, and I was being able to get right back into it. And I was just like, holy shit, I've come this far. At the end of the day, I just want to thank you guys. Like, Andy, I've been fucking following you for 8 years now. Like, I started following you back when I was down in college in Oregon State, and I want to say it was the first athlete search that you guys did, and I saw a video driving in your truck just like I am now, and you just spit the words that hit me. I was like, this guy's fucking real, and it's no bullshit. And so I kind of looked into what the athlete search was, and I plugged my name in, and within about a week, you guys sent me over this blue t-shirt, Legion of Boom, never settle on the back. I still got that fucker today. Sleeves are cut off. I wear it at least once a week. I fucking love it. And never settle and being relentless is definitely had a huge impact on my life. And so I want to say thank you, Andy. I've listened to every single MF CEO. I've listened to a good chunk of the real AF, and it's been an amazing 8 years, and I almost want to say that I know you, because I've listened to your message so many freaking times, and it's built who I am today. Like, I'm 29 going on 30, and I've listened to you for 8 years. It's almost a third of my entire life where I got to be mentored, and that's what I really think of it as. You've been a mentor for me for the last 8 years and built what I got to do. Like, I graduated college with exercise sports science, and I went right into the field. I wanted to do exactly what I want to do. I want to personal train people, and I want to make people's lives better. And got an internship right out of the gate. I met a amazing guy. His name's Jared Cogswell. Owned his own company. Was kind of a big deal here in Oregon as far as fitness goes. And he's now working with Spartan Races and DecaFit. He created DecaFit, which is going on, I think, this week. It's kind of an obstacle course to test your physical ability and stuff. But got to learn a lot of good lessons from him and good mentorship from him. And when I got the opportunity with Orange Theory Fitness, I was just working as a front desk guy at Jared's gym, and one of the other trainers there was like, dude, you show up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you live over an hour away, and you're here with a smile on your face, getting paid minimum wage to make other people happy when they walk in the door. Like, you are standing there smiling, and you make people want to be here at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and see you while they're working out. And I wasn't even their trainer. I was at the front desk. Like, I was just checking people in, hand them towels, ask them how their day's going. Like, I just wanted to be friendly and like make sure that their day was going good. And the trainer was like, hey, I heard there's an Orange Theory Fitness coming up. They're gonna open a studio. At the time there's one here, and that ownership group was building the second. So it's gonna be the second studio in Oregon, over here in Cedar Mill, which is kind of where I'm pulling into now. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I'll take your advice. Like, I appreciate everything that you've done and you've mentored me. And she's like, go check it out. So I looked it up. I found there was an application on Indeed, and I was like, let's do this thing. Wrote my resume, wrote a freaking cover letter, because that's the right thing to do. You want people to know kind of who you are without meeting you. And I had a call back within 24 hours from one of the owners, Heather, and she's like, we want to bring you in and interview you. And she's like, go take one of our classes. We have a studio that's already open. It's out in Tigard. Go check it out, take a workout, and then we'll meet next week. And so I did exactly that. I went and I took a workout. I had a lot of fun. It was different because I've had a kind of up and down fitness routine. I boxed in college at a really, really high level, and then I got into powerlifting, which is, the other freaking spectrum. I wasn't doing any cardio. I was just lifting heavy. At that time I was about 180 pounds and still 5'6" and just lifting. And then I got thrown into Orange Theory Fitness, which is, about 66% cardio and a little bit of, it's a little bit lighter weight functional movement training. And I just got my ass handed to me. Like, my legs weren't there. I gave my 100%, and it was humbling. And it's those humbling experiences along the way that kind of create and develop your character. And I was like, I need this in my life. And I showed up to the interview. I'm a jeans and cowboy boots kid from the country. I can't stand button-ups, but you know what? My wife made me go buy a blue button-up and a tie and some freaking slacks. And I had to borrow dress shoes for this interview. And showed up and met the owners and the studio manager at the time and had a great conversation. And they were like, we want to bring you in and make you go through the ropes, and we want to see if you pass the certification to go through it. And it's a whole course, and did it. And I was scared shitless because I had never talked on a mic before, and that's what you do as a Orange Theory coach. You're on the mic, coaching intervals, coaching cues, educating, motivating, inspiring, and helping people become the best versions of them during that time. And I didn't know how to do that yet, and it scared the shit out of me. And once I kind of flicked the switch of, can I do this, to how many people can I help on a daily basis, weekly basis, that's when it changed. I realized I was meant to help people become better. And I'm now in the game just over 4 years. I've coached over 4,000 workouts. Have a team of 5 trainers that I've coached from scratch. They've never coached before, and it's amazing. Like, I got to impact other people who get to impact other people, and I freaking love it, And I got a shot to be a Legionnaire about this time last year, right before I signed up for my Ironman, and being able to help people on the My Transformation app, and just talk to people about the importance of nutrition, the importance of those fundamentals of nutrition, and what you can do to supplement to make it even better. It's been a game changer. I freaking love it. I love working with Jake Arbold. He's so inspiring to me, and I freaking love you guys. So that's why I want to be an athlete. Like, I want to represent you guys, and I want to do the best that I can. And, you guys' values are, parallel with mine. I want to inspire people. I'm fucking out. Hard work doesn't even describe what I want to do. So, I really appreciate you guys' time, listening to this, and just thank you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Really appreciate y'all. See ya. Craig Hallis.